going to give you the floor, Marky. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Elizabeth. It's a pleasure to be here with my fellow realtors. For those who don't know me, I am your girl, Marky Lemons Rao, global keynote speaker, six-time international best-selling author, and the podcast host of Drive with NAR, the podcast of the National Association of Realtors. And I am elated that my business keeps on growing. I realize that we have representatives here from every major city in the USA and from every single state. Some of you had a question for me on Facebook. You wanted to know why was I working on Juneteenth. So let me tell you why I'm working on Juneteenth. My family has been in business for 71 years. Part of 75th Street on the south side of the city of Chicago has been renamed the Honorary James B. Lemons Way after my grandfather. My family has sold more pork rib tips than anybody else in the city of Chicago. My grandfather has been inducted into the Barbecue Hall of Fame. And on Monday, my family went to go receive their James Beard. You heard me. The James Beard Award in the classic category for being in business for 71 years. And I want you to know, as a child, I worked every single Memorial Day, 4th of July, Juneteenth before it became a holiday, and did I say Labor Day? Labor Day. I am accustomed to working on a holiday, and a lot of you came into the world of real estate so that you could have freedom and flexibility around your schedule. So today, I am paying respect to my ancestors. And one thing my granddaddy told me, he said, Marky, competition is healthy for business. Give it all away. So I'm going to give you my secrets today. How I wake up refreshed every single morning at 7 a.m. And I already have 2 hours of my work done for me, leveraging artificial intelligence as a 54-year-old woman. Age is nothing but a number, but mindset, baby, I got that young, fresh mindset on this here seasoned body, and I want you to do the same. We got the chat open. Come on over there. You got the Q&A open, but only put your questions in the Q&A. I'm going to reserve some time at the end for you to be able to come in and be able to ask me anything in which your heart desires. Okay, so you will be able to come on in and ask me all of your questions. Today, we are here for sunrise productivity. Let ChatGPT tackle your to-do list while you sleep. Now, you might have heard me say, I wake up at 7. I get 8 hours of rest every single night. And I decided not too long ago, I don't like waking up earlier than 7 a.m. I've earned the right to be able to sleep until 7 a.m. So I'm not getting ready to tell you to wake up at 5 a.m. I no longer do that. My children are 18 and 29. I don't have anybody to put on the bus again in this lifetime. And so we are here on Juneteenth because I'm paying respect to my grandfather, his brothers, my aunts, my uncles, my siblings, my cousins. Because guess what? They working today. And it's going to be a line wrapped around Lim's Barbecue at the moment in which they open. By 2030, up to 30% of hours in the U.S. acknowledge work will be automated. So by 2030, up to 30% of the hours in the U.S. knowledge work are automated. Agents who don't reskill watch margins evaporate. I had a call earlier this week with my accountant. And the reason I'm talking to my accountant is because I want to talk about tax strategy. The reason that I want to talk about tax strategy is because I believe in a ROT, a return on my time. I know exactly how much 1 hour of my time is worth. And there are just certain things you should not do once you know how much 1 hour of your time is worth. I have set up roles inside of ChatGPT to take care of tasks that are below my minimum hourly charge. And you get to do the same. Now, when you leave here today, and I have nothing to sell you today, okay? But when you do leave here today, you're going to have to make an investment in your business if you want to automate your business. And I will tell you, that this automation will cost you less than $100 per month. I'm going to share with you every free resource imaginable. But I wake up because I understand what 1 hour of my time is worth. And I wake up refreshed with 2 hours of my work performed for me. And it can do the same for you. It can do the same for every agent in your office. It could do the same for your assistant. Your assistant should have ChatGPT to assist them to do more for you per hour. You want to talk about maximizing someone's time. So everything I'm going to show you today is inside of ChatGPT. I've been using the ChatGPT Plus version now for 30 months. Probably about 60 days after ChatGPT came out, they came with the Plus version, and I was so in love with it that I said that I needed to give it that $20 a month. Now, let me tell you why I was so in love with it. The first 6 months of using ChatGPT, I increased my productivity by 261%. That led to a 283% increase in income because I was spending $20 a month. In November of 2024, I had my #1 personal gross month ever in my entire life, $293,000. Because I'm willing to spend $20 a month. But let me tell you what I had to give up. I've given up coffee. Yeah, I don't drink coffee every single day. It's not good for your gut health anyway. All right. There's some other things that I've had to give up. And I'm elated I gave it up because I got a productivity boost that gave me an income boost that gives me some free time to spend with my family. Oh, I feel so good to be 54, almost 55, because I can just tell you like it is now. I've experienced that. So it might come with a sacrifice. I will tell you it'll be the best sacrifice you've ever made in your life. I'm going to point out the things that you can do for free, and then I'm going to let you know when you need to have that $20 per month, okay? So let's get to work. I'm going to tell you to do something today that you likely have never done before. When you want to be able to extract the words from the screen, I want you to take a picture with your mobile device. You're going to load that picture to ChatGPT, and you're going to type in extract the text to words. Okay, so I want to always extract the text from the image to words. That means that anytime you go to any events, you're going to take a picture. You're going to load that picture. You're going to ask ChatGPT, please extract the text from the image. And you're going to have every single word so you can copy and paste. That is your productivity hack today. So there's a gentleman by the name of Ruben Hassid. If you're following anyone over on LinkedIn, he is the person that you need to follow. And I'm going to tell you why you need to follow him. So I'm going to give you some very clear steps. I follow these steps exactly the way I'm telling you to follow these steps. Unless you have made $293,000 in a month, I think you might want to listen to what it is that I'm telling you, okay? I'm just throwing this out here, all right? Money cash flow ain't no issue no more when you got $20 a month ChatGPT. But let me break it down for you. So Ruben Hassid is somebody who I highly recommend that you follow over on LinkedIn. The reason that you're going to follow Ruben over on LinkedIn is because he has created several custom GPTs for you to be able to use. And there's one in particular that is going to help you design every single role that you need in order to be successful. And so when you come over into ChatGPT, whether you're on your mobile device, whether you are on the mobile device app, whether you are on the mobile device and you decided to go to your web browser, whether you are on your laptop and or your desktop, you're going to see on the left-hand side, it says GPTs. This is where all these custom GPTs are going to be. And Ruben Hassid has created numerous custom chat GPTs. So we came over from after following him on LinkedIn to ChatGPT. We're going to click on GPTs. These are custom GPTs created by the users of ChatGPT. Here's the reason. As of January 2024, OpenAI reported that users had created over 3 million custom GPTs. Among these, approximately only 159,000 are available for public consumption. So that means there are over 2.8 million, right? Custom GPTs that people are using as their personal tool. A few people decided, hey, we're going to share our personal tool with the public. So what we're going to do is you're now going to go, once you click on GPTs, up at that very top, you're going to type in Ruben Hassid's name. And the reason I gave you his name instead of just showing you the prompt is because you will see he has several custom GPTs that he is willing to share with you. But for the purpose of today, we're going to focus on one of the numerous GPTs he has created. So when we type in the name Ruben Hassid, at the very top, you will likely see prompt maker. Okay. So at the very top, you see it says 800,000 prompt maker, from a simple prompt to an optimized prompt. A prompt is a set of instructions that tells AI or large language models what to do. All right. This is Prompt Maker. Okay, it's ranked number 16 in productivity. But up at that very top right-hand side, you see those three dots. I want you to click on those three dots. And you're going to click on Keep in Sidebar. This is a tool that I use every single day. I never give an AI platform a one-line prompt. I give it very elaborate, detailed prompts. The more detailed the prompts I give it, the better the results it gives to me. So we are going to go over and follow Ruben Hassid. We're going to come back over into ChatGPT. You're going to go to GPTs. 159,000 are available for you. You're going to search Ruben Hassid, and then you're going to click Keep in Sidebar. All right? But remember, I gave you another hack. That is to take pictures of screens when you want to extract the words from the screen into text that you can copy and paste. So this is what this looks like. Prompt Maker. Okay, I can come in, I can ask it anything, but I don't want to just ask it anything. I am a lead generating fool. Okay, I have about 40,000 contacts in my customer relationship management system since I've been leveraging ChatGPT. So you take a look in the last 30 months, I went from 13,000 contacts to almost 40,000 contacts. Just want you to know, okay? How am I doing this? Inside of ChatGPT, leveraging Prompt Maker, you get to create projects and tasks that help you do your business. So I'm giving you an example of one. The first thing is you have to define who can help you. So I came over to ChatGPT. I said, look, I'm a lead generating guru. I need somebody to help me with my email marketing because I have a captive audience of almost 40,000 people inside of my customer relationship management system. And it said, hey, Marky, the roles that you need are a chief marketing officer, a marketing director, a digital marketing manager, a content marketing manager, a growth marketing manager, a performance marketing manager. And it just went down. I was like, okay. And then it gives me a little description of what this person does. Well, inside of ChatGPT, we're going to set up projects in case we want to do things one-off. And then we're going to take those projects and turn them into tasks if we want to automate that project, whether we want it to do something daily, weekly, monthly, bi-weekly, okay? So I'm going to give you some stuff. Now, here's the thing. What are you supposed to be doing? You're supposed to pull out your mobile device, take a picture of the screen, load the photo to ChatGPT, and say, extract the text from the image. And it's going to tell you what every last one of these rows is. Everything that you see, letter for letter, is going to be on your device. And then you get to copy and paste this and save it. That is your productivity hack for the day. Okay? Here's an example. I decided that using the prompt maker, I wanted it to create a email marketing copywriter. Do you see this prompt? Do you see this prompt? This is not a little one-line prompt. You're not going to get what you want with one little line, okay? You got to be specific. And Prompt Maker created the specific for me. it'll do the same thing for you. So guess what? I got a subject line, a pre-header, body copy, call to action, personalization, A/B testing. And guess what it delivered for me on the right-hand side? Now, do you see that? So Prompt Maker by good old Ruben will detail every role that you need. Create a prompt on the left for what you're going to create on the right. And if I needed this done for me every single day, we're going to set it up as a task. Now, I just want you to know what we're doing today, okay? This is why I wake up with my work done for me. This is why I have a email marketing copywriter on staff. Yes, $20 per month. And the 20 other people I got helping me for $20 per month. This will make you give up coffee. Give up the coffee right now and get you the good old ChatGPT. So this is just one of many examples. But I know y'all like proof. So I don't know if you read this, but this is 100 Instagram leads in 7 days. No ads, right? That's my email copy. Why? Be class. You added 1,699 contacts to your customer relationship management system. But it is also telling me that I added ongoing leads from other sources like 189 prompts, roadmap workshop, 111 prompts. So I have multiple landing pages where I give something of value away in exchange for contact information. I don't buy leads. Let me just say that again. I don't buy leads. I'm a lead generating fool, which means I'm making more money. Get this, than most of the people on this webinar today, simply because I don't buy leads and my cost is less. I'm just going to throw that out there for you. Now, only a fool is easily parted with its money. And I don't part easily, but I'm going to give that $20 up a month to ChatGPT. So I know I took this. This is the prompt, y'all. I'm just showing you the prompt. I'm showing you the email copy, and I'm showing you the leads in which it generated. Come on now. Come on now. But let me give you a list of things, okay? I went into ChatGPT just this morning because maybe you don't want to focus on your email marketing. I'm going to recommend that you do. And I said, hey, I want a double capacity. What would be the people I would hire and the order in which I would hire them? So we talked about creating a email copywriter. What are the roles of an executive assistant? A licensed showing assistant, guess what? You need someone who's licensed. I would cross that out. That is not something that ChatGPT should do for you. Transaction coordinator, I can get some ChatGPT help. Inside sales agent, we talking about phone calls, robocalls is what I'm hearing, text messages, DM. ChatGPT can help you with that. Digital marketing specialist, ChatGPT can help you with that. A buyer specialist, I would hire someone. Okay, you need a person. Now remember, I'm in the state of Illinois. If you practice real estate without a license, it is punishable by $25,000 per offense. Some things you just need a good old person for, okay? A listing manager probably could bring in some ChatGPT. Not for the field runner, can't bring in ChatGPT. Client care and referral manager could bring in ChatGPT. AI and CRM automation analyst, you can bring in ChatGPT. So take a picture of the screen, load that photo to ChatGPT, and ask it to extract the text from the image. And you have 10 roles that you need if you want to double your productivity and your income in the next 12 months. Just thought I would throw that out there, something a little bit extra for you. So we're going to focus now on setting up projects, but let me show you how fast this stuff is changing, okay? On June the 12th, 2025, adding more capabilities to projects. So this is a tool inside of ChatGPT. Starting today, we're adding several updates to projects in ChatGPT to help you do more focused work. That means it does deep research. Deep research means that you have a Deloitte or an Accenture, get this, consultant working on your behalf. Just throwing that out there. Improvements to memory to reference past chats in a project. So that means that I can go back to an original chat to help me inside of my projects. Sharing chats from projects, okay? Starting a new project directly from a chat, and then upload files and access model selectors on the mobile device. But I'm going to break some of these down because if you never used it before, you wouldn't know that this was new because this would be all that you would know. So inside of ChatGPT, under the custom GPT tabs, you're going to see what says new projects. I create a project for every single role that I need to help me in my business. Every single role, I give it a description of what it is supposed to do. Prompt Maker wrote the description and helped me write the description for the role. So here's some of the things that I have. Luxury River North, I did that for someone else. Newsletter writer, SaaS, branding expert, LinkedIn writer, Skylar Lemons 30 under 30, gonna show you something special. Markdown file expert, N8N assistant, carousel post expert, association executive expert. These are the projects that I have, but I've given them all the capabilities to help me with my work. Now, this is before we're going to automate. We are going to automate by the end. But why do I have this little arrow posted over the Skylar Lemons 30? I need to tell you something. Back in 2005, my 9-year-old son, Skylar Lemons, told me that he wanted to be a National Association of Realtors 30 under 30. 2 years before this, he told me that he wanted to be a realtor. So in 2005, my child told me what he wanted to do in life. So I went to go pick who was the 30 under 30 back in 2005. But this is why I have a project inside of ChatGPT. In 2025, my son Skylar became a National Association of Realtors 30 under 30. For 20 years, this is what he had wanted. Now, once the National Association of Realtors contacted Skylar to let him know that he was among the 50 to be considered for the 30 under 30, I decided that I needed to help my child. How I'm going to help my child? I am going to set up a project for said child inside of ChatGPT. They said, hey, you got a chance to win this. I have an email database. I have a social media presence. We came over to ChatGPT. I leveraged the prompt maker. The prompt maker became a high impact campaign strategy to win the NAR 30 under 30. The 4 project files was the letter that he had written and all of the data he had submitted. And then ChatGPT went to work, that same prompt that I gave you before, went to work and created an 8-part email sequence, okay? And then you got to send them a thank you note. So this is what a project looks like. We're going to give it the instructions from Ruben, prompt maker, and you want to attach some support files that are going to help them. But because I'm being more productive in my day-to-day work, I now get to help my family. What was the results of using this campaign strategy? Well, here's a copy of the email that was written by ChatGPT because we attached the 4 files. It used the 4 files as a reference inside of the email it wrote with the set of instructions. Where are the instructions coming from? Prompt maker. That's why I told you to save it on over there in the sidebar. What did the campaign look like? I did not send the campaign to everybody inside of my customer relationship management system. I sent the campaign to 233 people, and 44% of them opened it, okay? 3% clicked on it because he needed to get the votes. This is the power of things that you can do for every single role in your organization. All right. But you got to do it. You got to take action. You got to take some time off. You got to set it up. You have to do some foundation work in order to free yourself. You must do it. And I'm going to be honest with you. When he decided that this was going to be the year that he decided to run, I knew that I had to allocate the time because the boy told me in 2005 that's what he wanted to do. Why? Because guess what? Last year, he was among the top 4 agents in the company. This year, guess what? He's among the top 10. He had a slow start. You know how that go. You're not as consistent. You don't make as much money. All right. But let me tell you, he's back. In the last week, he has had 3 closings. And on 2 of these deals, he had a first and a second ever where he received a clear to close and closed on the same day. I use ChatGPT. He's using ChatGPT. We both have projects set up. We have everyone we need to help us be successful in our company because the project is the road to help you. I'm just giving you my behind the scenes, right? I let the curtain back because my granddaddy told me what? Marky, give it all away. When you leave up out of here today, I want you to thank James B. Lemons because he said, Marky, give it all away. Competition is healthy for business. I'm just telling you now. Now, I didn't do it once. I got 2 great sons, okay? This little dude here, he was kind of mean when he was growing up. Got applied to 20 colleges, got into 18 colleges, received 12 presidential scholarships. But I would just need you to know your presidential scholarships, you don't get to use at every school. So the University of Illinois was his college choice. They've given him a total of $40,000. Well, that costs $40,000 a year. I'm determined. You can't be a straight A student, number 7 in your class, in the top 10, and your mama don't go find you all the money, right? I'm getting ready to help you out here. What we set up, the Austin Rouse Scholarship Writer. The instructions, act like a professional scholarship writer with 15 years experience. The project files, all of his schoolwork, his best essays, his grades, his resume, his cover letter. So when I come in and ask it a question, it's pulling from the 18 projects to cite his own work. Just want to throw this out here, okay? Guess what? Today, right now, $1,031,000 in merit-based scholarship, waiting on 14 more decisions. When he go to college, I'm automatically getting a raise. I won't have him standing in my refrigerator talking about what's for dinner because he getting the 1045 plan, 10 meals a week and $45. And I'm reducing his allowance by $50 a week because he not taking his car, which means he don't need no gas money. Talk about give yourself a raise over here on this good ChatGPT. I'm just throwing it out. So when you see me walking around, I'm happy because I don't have to pay for college. Why? Because I'm leveraging these tools not only for me, but also for my family members. All right. So we talked a little bit about setting up your projects. Okay. I'm going to set up these tags for you because then I'm going to do a live walkthrough. Okay. I need you to stay here for a minute. Okay. But I need to give you a little bit of everything. And then we're going to go and I'm going to show you where it is. So those are projects. My projects that I need done every single day, I set them up as a task. I use the same instructions and set it up as a task. A task means that I get to automate it. It runs, okay, either daily, weekly, monthly, or I could put some date out in the future, and guess what it's going to do? It's going to run and notify me. Where are tasks? In ChatGPT, when we go up to the top right-hand side, you're going to see, hopefully, your photo. You're then going to come down to your settings. I'm going to walk you through this, then we're going to do a live demonstration. When I go to settings, I went to notifications and I went to task. And then I clicked on the manage task. I will tell you, ChatGPT just moved this a week ago. It's in the absolute dumbest place in the world. So I don't want you to think you're crazy. It should not be here. I don't know how they're going to work this out because it took me time to find it. I was frustrated because it's not where it used to be. When I come over here to manage tasks, and I'm going to show you how to set them up every single day. So this is ChatGPT putting in that work every single night on my behalf. Because when I woke up this morning, 7 a.m., the first task was being performed. So before my feet hit the ground, my daily LinkedIn customer relationship management post writer. The next one, generate 25 how-to customer relationship management lead sets. Summarize AI lead generation and automation. Explore Chicago holiday marketing opportunities. Write a daily St. Louis buyer motivation LinkedIn post. I did that when I was in St. Louis a few weeks ago. Send me a daily housing affordability lesson. Search real estate on Google Trends, and you'll see this ran at 7 a.m., 7:15, 7:30, 7:45, 8 a.m., 8 a.m., 8 a.m. Automated. Okay. But what do I mean by that? Okay. So I'm going to show you 3 things that were done for me this morning. All right. So let's come in here and take the very first one. Daily LinkedIn CRM post writer ran at 7 a.m. On the right-hand side, I have my post. I have a title. Well, I have a hook, a rehook, a signpost, a problem, a solution, a body, a bonus, and a power ending. And then some extra information. So for the person who's consistently complaining about the fact that they don't know what to post, guess what? I wake up every single day with multiple posts based on specific rules and regulations in which I have given it. So that runs every single day at 7 a.m. And I always copy paste it into Word or Google Drive. I then use Grammarly to do a grammatical check. And I hit on a little plagiarism button to make sure that this content does not already exist on the internet. So Grammarly is the tool that I use for grammar and for plagiarism checking. That's one. Because I just need you to see all this work I'm getting done every single morning because ChatGPT put in overtime during the night. Another one is send me a daily housing affordability lesson. Why do I want this daily housing affordability lesson? Well, one of the ways that Skylar became the down payment, became a 30 under 30 is he's the down payment grant king. So every single morning, because I believe in down payment assistance. I believe in the National Association of Realtors Employer Assisted Housing Program. I believe in parishioner housing. I believe in leveraging gifts. So all these different sources of funds. But now some of y'all going to pick up on this and some of you will not get it. This is because I need our 253 agents to get a signed buyer representation agreement with an offer of compensation. My son is often compensated more than the listing agent because he has a signed buyer representation agreement with an offer of compensation as the down payment grant king. I'm just going to throw that out there for you. Why? Because this is what he got. He got to get up and give him motivation, right? Ownership is a mindset before it's a mortgage. Every financial decision you make today is a vote for your future. Quiet, intentional, and powerful. Keep casting votes for stability, pride, and control. Now, let me tell you what this is all about. This is his email sequence to build motivation in first-time buyers because they need that motivation. Okay? ChatGPT does this for me every single day. Every single day, I'm waking up with inspirations, affordability lessons, an example story, and a call to action for steps to take that day. That's number 2. Number 3, search real estate on Google Trends. So every single day, you can see that this one was what, Friday the 13th. I wanted to go over, I wanted to leverage google.com/trends. And I wanted to give me my step 1, step 2, step 3. I gave it all those steps. Why? Because Ruben Hassid, prompt maker, wrote the prompt to get me the results. Now, this is another reason why you want to spend the $20. So I have my projects defined by all the roles I need to support me. And then those that I want done every single day, I need to motivate real estate agents. I need my real estate agents to motivate buyers and sellers. I want to stand out as a thought leader in my marketplace. It's all set up. It's all set up and it automates. Okay. I'm going to show you something at the end. Now, some of y'all not going to be ready for that. You're going to have to add a little bit more money if you wanted to automate and post. Okay. So let's take a look add a older example. Now with this one, they gave a mathematical breakdown. This is why you need to check this. I would not post this unless I check the math. But inside of any last one of your tasks, I can reverse pollinate. I can go from a project to a task. I can go from a task to a project. So at the top right-hand corner, it'll say share. You'll then click on add to project and you can add it to any project. So this could be one of those files, one of those sources of information that it is pulling from if you check it for accuracy. So you can use ChatGPT to create the up to 20 files that will support any of your projects, okay? Now, when you create a task, you're going to create that task. The best model is O3, okay? O3. You're going to tell it what you want it to do and how you want it done, okay? So we're going to go back and we are going to walk through that step, okay? Another tool that you might want to add, which is going to be a free tool, is called Miro. When you get off of today, you want to map out where do you need help and what does that look like. The reason I'm giving you and sharing with you Miro is because I'm back in school. I am getting a certificate from the University of Missouri in AI automation. So let me show you what I mean. I've walked you through these tasks, but you still have to go into ChatGPT to be able to pull the information. If you have AI automation, you get to add artificial intelligence to your automation, and then it can flag when something is wrong. But what this means is I can have ChatGPT talk to Slack. Slack sends me the daily post. I review it. If it's accurate, I approve it in Slack, and then it'll talk to later.com and post it on my behalf. These are the things that we're doing. Everything. That little automation inside of ChatGPT, it'll help a lot of people here. But there's a step after that, okay? And this is a class for another day. I am going to give you something, and then we're going to go do a live demonstration, and we're going to check what questions you have. My 189 prompts, the very first thing that I do want you to focus on inside of this 189 prompts, and if you wanted to, you know you could take a picture of the screen and then ask ChatGPT to extract the text from the image. But I want you to pull out your phone and you can take a picture of this screen first so that you will have the QR code for later, and then you can scan it, or you can go over to markylemons.com/189 prompts. And we're going to do a very quick walkthrough of what all of this means and looks like in real time. Okay. So I'm going to run over here to ChatGPT. The first thing we're going to do is on the left-hand side, we're going to go down to Prompt Maker. Now, we're coming over to Prompt Maker, and we understood that we needed some roles in order to support us in our business. So I'm going to actually go back and look at the list that I created just for us. Transaction coordinator. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to create us an AI and CRM. Let's create us a customer relationship management system automation analyst. Let's go do that. Okay. I'm over here in Prompt Maker. I'm going to hit on this little blue microphone. Most people don't realize we all talk faster than we type and or text and or write. One of my other productivity hacks is I speak everything into existence. Okay. I want you to create a role in my organization, a top producing real estate company in the city of Chicago, for a AI customer relationship management automation analyst. This person is responsible for helping us generate $100 million in annual real estate sales with a focus on multifamily housing up to 6 units. We're going to hit this. And now I'm going to tell you I messed up. And I'm going to tell you how I messed up. On the top left-hand side, you see it says O3. For this example, because I'm not creating a task and I didn't need it to act essentially as a consultant, I should have done this in 4.0. O3 is going to act like a consultant, but it's going to take longer. 4.0 isn't going to act like a consultant. It's going to be a great role, okay? But let's go down here and see what this says, because now I'm getting consultant and this is a little bit, you can see it's acting like a consultant, okay? This is not what I wanted. So we're going to actually copy this. So you see what we're getting in the O3 version. We're going to come back out. We're going to go back to prompt maker again. Let me do a new chat. Come on. We're going to change our model to 4.0, okay? I'm going to paste that same prompt again. You're going to see that this is going to work substantially faster. And it's working the way that I wanted it to work, okay? So this is essentially our prompt, right? Oh, it's doing good. It's doing KPIs, breakdown in the exact responsibility and daily workflow, outline the strategic outcomes and roles. I mean, it did a good job. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, okay? I am now going to come over to projects. And we're going to call this what we said it was, AI plus CRM. What was I calling this? Analyst. Okay. And we're going to hit create the project. Now that we've created the project, we're going to add the instructions. Where did we get the instructions from? We got it from our prompt maker. Okay. Now I'm going to take this last sentence out. That's kind of like his little tagline. So now I have my roles. Okay. Now I'm going to assume that if this is something you want to do, you have some project files to help you do it. And so you can go and pull any of your files, not any, let me correct myself. You can pull up to 20 files. However, let's say you have 100 files. You can combine PDFs and documents into one. So if you have 100 files, you're going to combine 5 files into one file and then load up to 20 files, just giving you the little workaround, okay? So now we have our new project setup. But I said we want to automate this task. How would I do that? We're going to go over here to do a new chat. And inside of the new chat, I am going to type on O3. Okay. When I type on O3, we're going to come back. We're going to hit our microphone. I want to set up a daily task that at 7 a.m. you act as my AI CRM analyst. I'm going to give you some additional details of what it is that I want you to do at 7 a.m. for me in Chicago. I then pasted everything that I wanted to do for me. Now, you're going to check that. We don't have time to check this today, okay? And as you can see, it is telling me that it is setting up that daily task to run for me, okay? In a few seconds, we should have that task, and I'm going to show you where that task is in real time. Because what I like to do is re-prompt my task again, and I'm going to show you why in a second. Make sure you're coming down and you're dropping down those questions, right? It's taking about 30 seconds to set this task up for me. It's created. So guess what? It has set up my daily AI CRM analyst briefing, okay? It's set it up. It's telling me the ideal client profile. Now, normally that would not run, but let's come so I can show you where this is. So we go to the top right-hand side to my head. We come down to settings. We go to notifications. You can turn the notification on. I turn it off. I know it's sitting over here, okay? I come over to manage tasks. I have my new AI CRM analyst briefing. Now, I told you I re-prompt mine again. So I'm going to hit on this pencil. And when I hit on this pencil, you will see that it gave it its own new set of rules, not exactly what I typed into it. I am going to paste my same rules again because I needed to be very clear what we're doing, okay? And I hit save, okay? So what'll happen is when it's setting up the task, it's going to take what you said and kind of come up with its own rules. I have reprompted every last one of these scheduled tasks because I wanted to do exactly what it is I told it I wanted it to do. Now, you can only have 10 tasks. I'll let this run tomorrow to see what it looks like, and then I'll delete it. Okay. So I take them in and take them out based on city. So projects are on your left-hand side, tasks are going to be up at your top right-hand side. This is how you get 2 hours of your time back every single day. We're going to come over here because we got a lot in the Q&A, and we might have to download this Q&A because your girl definitely got another thing to go do. Is there a live human who can further discuss the .realtor domain? Yes, there is a live human who can do that. This is an anonymous attendee, so guess what? We cannot tell you who that is, but most definitely. Will the recording be shared? Yes, the recording is going to be shared. Hi, Marky from Indianapolis. Hey, Dan, how you doing? Indiana's next door. How can I be sure AI doesn't violate copyright? Do what I do, use Grammarly, and then use a plagiarism checker. So I want to make sure that none of my content has been on the internet before. For one, I don't want to violate those rules. But then two, I don't want to get dinged on my SEO, search engine optimization. And so I use Grammarly that's going to check grammatically, and then it is also going to check for plagiarism. And I'll tell you, less than 1% of the time I have plagiarism, but I'm going to tell you why I have less than 1%. In that 189 prompts that I told you to go download, I have created, the very first thing I want you to do is create your voice paragraph. So everything that's coming into ChatGPT is being filtered through my voice paragraph, which then means it is paraphrasing and changing it so that I have less plagiarism anyway. How are you tracking your numbers? I'm tracking my numbers through my customer relationship management system. I use the tool Kajabi. My son, he tracks his numbers. He uses the tool Stand Store. Our real estate agents, their customer relationship management system is Wise Agent. Okay. So I'm tracking all my numbers through my customer relationship management system. And I have some other tools, but I'm a ride or die customer relationship management system person. Will we be emailed the recording? Yes, you're going to be emailed the recording directly from Real Estate. If you email me asking me about the recordings, I am going to delete your email. I am not filtering those questions. I'm telling you right now, okay? Also, sometimes people like to pick the phone up and call. I do not talk on the telephone unless we have a pre-scheduled call. I'm very anal about my schedule. I want you to know that. So just so, because always inevitable, somebody gonna call me. We're not talking on the phone, guys. And here's another reason why. I can't explain none of this to you over the telephone. So why would I talk to you on the telephone? We need to be on screen share. And that sounds like a consultation to me. But I will tell you this, I am available for hire to come to your local association. Let your CEO, let your director of education know. I do about 100 events face to face every single year. And I still have availability this year to come and give you a learning lab face to face. When you take the first picture and upload it into ChatGPT, then ask it to extract the text, then what do we ask it? You don't ask it anything. You hit that enter button, it's going to pull that text directly up off of that screen. That's what it's going to do for you, okay? What are you using to send your email campaigns? I use Kajabi for my email marketing. Does ChatGPT settings tab show tasks if you don't have any set up? Well, Anonymous, it doesn't show you if you don't have any set up, and it doesn't show you if you're still using the free version because you do not have the capabilities to create those tasks. Are you paying for Grammarly? Yes, I pay for Grammarly. I've been paying for Grammarly ever since September the 13th, 2015. I have, they've corrected and reviewed over 10 million words on my behalf. Grammarly is artificial intelligence and has had artificial intelligence infused in it almost since the beginning of time. So, what I know is that AI is still talking in the manner in which I was talking because I already knew how I talked. Just so you know, so I already knew what my tone was before. Yep, there's a recording. Is Miro the same as Zapier? No, Miro is a system that you're going to go in to lay out your task. Circles are going to be starting in, rectangles are actions, diamonds are going to be decisions. And so you would use Miro before you went over to Zapier, Make.com, or N8N. I am in the process of becoming a Make.com and N8N expert so then I can show you AI automation. Honestly, I don't think that would be for just the general real estate professional. That's something at a whole nother level. Can ChatGPT pull instructions from a link? If you put yes, it can because it has the capabilities to do a internet search. How does she get ChatGPT to perform the task? Andrew, I think we demonstrated that for you. You went over to O3, provided that you have tasks, you tell it what you wanted to do. You'll go to the top right-hand side, click on settings, notifications, and that is where your tasks would be. Let's see here. Way too fast. It is fast. They only had an hour. I needed to show you projects and I needed to show it to you. That's why you're getting the record so that you can go back over this all again. You get to pause on me as many times as you want. Pause, pause, pause. So that's the great thing. You will get the recording, but I do move a little fast. I will admit to that, but I only had an hour. Marky, you have a blue microphone, right? About ask anything box. So let me assume something here. Plus, so let me say this for those of you who have the plus version, the blue microphone was before the microphone was built into ChatGPT. The blue microphone that you saw me use is actually a Chrome browser extension. And so before they allowed us to do audio input from the desktop, I had downloaded a separate Chrome extension to do that audio input. So Heather, you're not going crazy. You don't have it. I just use that one because I think it's faster. Where do you find prompt maker, Pam? You're going to type in Ruben. You're going to go to the left-hand side, GPTs. It'll probably be like the fifth or sixth thing down. And you're going to type in Ruben Hassid and prompt maker will come up there. Now, let me check what this time is to see if I can answer any more of your questions. And guess what? Our time today has come to a end, but the recording will be sent out to you. Connect with me on LinkedIn. Connect with me on Instagram. Connect with me on Facebook. I don't teach theory. I actively engage with these tools every single day because it is changing my legacy. I'm a proud mother. I am no longer a boy mom. I am the mother of men. AI can help you do that in your business. Give yourself some free time. Wake up refreshed every single morning and join me in the Get Up Later Club because AI is working the night shift. You all go make it a fabulous Juneteenth.
Thank you so much, Marky. You are incredible. Spending an hour with you, it just makes me want to be better. Like your energy, your vibes. I think everyone agrees on that. Like, it's just wonderful to be around. Again, Marky did this. She gave an hour of her time for you very generously. And so please thank her in the chat, in the heart, show her your love. We will send this recording out tomorrow morning. Technically, our office is closed, but we brought this to you anyways today. So we will send this out first thing tomorrow morning. If you don't get it, you will have my email from all the signups and everything, so you can reply there. Do not bug Marky. She gave us enough of her. So thank you again. I hope you all have a wonderful holiday. Thanks for joining, and join us next month when we talk about how to nail a pitch and why you're not getting referrals. So we're going to help you out again next month, and we will send a link to sign up for next month and the recording as well. So look for that email tomorrow morning. Thank you all. Have a blessed day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks again, Marky.
Thank you.